especially in that first half. Like, what was Coach Dawkins' message to you guys after the game?
Just playing our type of basketball, not letting the ball stick. Point five and decide was just his main message. We got off to a pretty slow start, but like we picked it up in the second half. I feel like offensively.
How would you say that you were able to kind of overcome that slow start there?
Really just having that point five and decide mindset when we catch the ball, either pass, shoot, or attack.
You guys shot 3 for 20 with 7 minutes left in the first half, and then 9 for You guys shot 3 for 20 left with 7 minutes left in the first half, and 9 for 30 to end the first half. How were you? Did you feel like you guys were settling for shots, or were you just not getting the looks that you wanted?
We were getting open looks. We just got to knock it down with confidence, like Coach always preaches every day, and that'll come with more and more reps and practice.
You had C.J. Walker on the court with you today. How was that?
It was great to have him back out there. I'm glad he's well and healthy.
What does CJ bring to the team? I know he got injured right before the season started, but you were with him, in Italy and all the preseason. Like, what does having him back do for this team?
It does a lot. He can switch onto perimeters and like guard perimeters. Like, it does a lot for us defensively and also offensively. He's a big piece of what we got going here.
Last time you guys talked about stringing two halves together. This time around, it kind of flipped the script where the second half looked a lot better than the first half. So how would you say the team did doing that tonight, and what do you think maybe you could do to improve on that with one more non-conference game left?
Just going into the games with the same mindset, trying to put together a full 40 minutes, like not settling for who our opponent is, just taking everyone game by game is like our main objective.
Marcellus Avery had a huge first half. He kind of fooled you guys late in the half. You want to speak on his game?
He did great tonight. We were out there being aggressive, and like that's what we needed, a spark off the bench, and that's what he gave us.
You guys becoming like a pressing team. You pressed a lot. You forced a lot of turnovers. Something you've been doing the last few games. Is Coach happy with how you've been able to press?
Yes, he was extremely happy with us. Like we actually set a record for most turnovers this year, so he was extremely proud of us on that part.
C.J. Walker struggled throughout this game to get that basket. How did you feel that was affecting his chemistry, and how did you keep him going during the game?
Just talking to him out there on the floor, like letting him know next shot's good, just keeping that confidence in him. We believe in him, so like there was no like other doubt he was gonna get his.
You guys ended up getting to the free throw line twice as much as the Rattlers, and also quite a lot in the second half. So when the shooting kind of the shots aren't falling, how big is it for you guys to get to that free throw line?
It's really big just for us to stay in attack mode throughout the whole night. That gives us time to rest, and like just another chance to like score with the clock stop is really important.
So what are the team's plans over the next week? Do you guys get to maybe go home for Christmas? I guess you play next Friday, or?
Yeah, we get a little bit of a break, but just spending this time with our family, staying in somewhat of a shape, just to, we got a game when we come back Friday, so just using this time to relax and spend time with family.
Conference play coming up soon. How do you look to fix the offensive struggles that you guys have been facing in the preseason coming up?
Just believing in our work, staying confident in what we do each and every day. That's the main thing.
Ibrahima Diallo, especially with the free throws, Diallo ended up getting the line a lot, along with the double-digit rebounds. Just talk about his presence in the front court and how it's been for them there.
Coach actually challenged him with the big guy they had on their end. He was a really good big. So I feel like Ebe and Omar did a really great job defensively and offensively, like rebounding, just stopping him, holding him. So I feel like they did a great job.
What do you want to see from this team in that Bethune-Cookman match before you end up going into conference play?
A full 40-minute game offensively and defensively, and just show the fans like what we have rolling into conference.
Awesome. Best of luck, Shemarri.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We just got the mics because we're testing out this camera.
Hey. Yes. Well, it was a good win. Good team win. I thought, give Florida A&M a lot of credit. I thought they came in, had a really good game plan. I thought they played very hard. They were attacking all night, and our guys had to respond. I thought they did a good job, especially in the second half, of really focusing on what we wanted to do on both sides of the basketball, and we were able to build a lead, and that's what I want to see our guys do, is how do you build and how do you maintain the lead. Once we got a lead, we were able to kind of maintain it, and we finished the game out.
It was a defensive struggle in that first half at times. It's just, what did you kind of see early on? It just shots rimming out, or?
Yeah, I thought we had some good shots. I thought we missed some good looks, and that's part of basketball. I always told our players, that's why you have to win on defense, because you can never predict when you're going to have a night where the ball's not falling for a lot of your players. And when it's not falling, what do? Just surrender? You can't do that. So I think if you stick with our principles, things that we work on every day, which is defense first, you can win a game when you're not shooting it as well. And I always told you before, Brandon, you give them credit. There's a reason why we may not have shot the ball as well. How they defended, what they were doing may have had an effect on us. So we have to look at how we get better from this. Happy we were able to, learn from a win, and I think we'll grow from this experience.
It seemed like once your offense ended up getting going after overcoming that initial rough patch at the beginning, FAMU did so as well. What did you do to end up creating separation that you ended up doing in the second half?
Well, I thought we got some timely stops. I thought we turned them over, a number of times in the second half, and we got some momentum off of that as well. So between turnovers, I thought execution was better offensively. I thought we moved the ball better in the second half. Even though we had some good looks in the first half, I didn't think our ball movement was great. I think it shows by our assist number. But I thought in the second half, I thought we moved it better. The ball kind of found the right guys in rhythm, and that's how we play. And we got back to playing UCF offense.
C.J. Walker came in the game today, and he played after missing a plethora of time with injury. How did you see him? And he was struggling a little bit. Do you want to speak on that?
No, absolutely. C.J. is going to be fine. The main thing was to get C.J. out there and get an opportunity to play. I mean, he's been away for 2 months, so naturally there's going to be some rust, and so for him it's battling through that. This was the first step in his development in that area, and he's going to only continue to get better. I thought he did some good things out there. The main thing, I thought he moved well. He moved well on both ends of the floor, and that's what I was really looking at. And then, the way we play with the kind of pace to play 12 minutes and to play him as hard as he was able to do, which was also a good sign going forward for us. So really happy to have him back. And like I say, he's only continue to get better as he starts to, get, more minutes and get more games under his belt.
So has he been able to practice over the last few days, or what was kind of the build up to putting him out there tonight?
He was able to practice over the last few days. I mean, the last day they practiced was, the day before the game, and he was able to get out there and go through the full practice and go through everything that he needed to go through for the trainers and everyone to see how he felt afterwards. He said he felt, good afterwards, and that allowed him to be able to play in the game because he was close. But it just was a function of how he finished up this week between Monday and today's game. How would he respond to everything? And I responded well, and so they cleared him to be able to play.
I know it's been tough for him, being out and everything, but just how big is it for him to be back, and he'll have a couple games before you start conference play? Just how impactful is it to have C.J. Walker available now?
Oh, it's huge. It's hugely important to have him back because he gives us an experienced, frontline player. I mean, you're going to need players of his caliber, as we move into the Big 12. And so having him back gives us a player that we think no matter what team we play against in the conference, that he can match up because he has the experience, he has the size and strength. And so, having him back is important for our program, and I'm happy for him.
Shemarri talked about how Ibrahim Diallo was put up against FAMU's big, ended up getting 12 boards, 6 of 10 from the free throw line. How big was his contributions today?
Well, he played really well for us. I mean, he was a rim protector. He rebounded the basketball. He got fouled, which we wanted him doing, and he was, and he was effective at the free throw line. And he went 6 for 10, and that's good. So that was good to see. And he's only going to get better because he's working at it. So he's going to even shoot the free throw, I think, better as the year goes on for us. But I thought he had a presence for us inside. His size and his like you said, his ability to block and alter shots, I think helped us a lot this game.
You guys shot 3 for 20 with 7 minutes left in the first half and 9 for 30 overall in the first half. With conference play a game away after Bethune, does that concern you, and how do you look to get better at it?
Well, you're going to have nights, as I mentioned before, where the ball's going to fall. You have nights where it's not going to fall, and every team's going to go through that. It's just a matter of when. And so for us, we had one of those nights tonight where I thought we had some good looks. They didn't go for us, and that's okay. I try to explain to our guys, that's why you defend. That's why in practice every day you work on that. You have to learn to win on defense, because the nights that the ball doesn't fall are nights where you just can't hang your head and just, throw in the towel. You have to find a way to win. And I think the best way to find that way is on the defensive end. I mean, you hold teams to 50-plus points in the game, you're going to always give yourself a chance to win if you hold your opponent to that number. And I thought we did a good job of that today.
Do you like the way your team was able to press and defend? I think 21 turnovers, a lot of those came as a result of that.
Absolutely. I thought 21 turnovers, which gives us the opportunity to get out in the open court, gives us a chance to run and space the floor, the way we want to play. And it gives us a chance, again, with our depth, to utilize that. We have confidence in our guys that are coming in off the bench for us, that they can come in and contribute. And they did it again tonight for us. Guys are always picking us up. And so I think, as I've always said, strength is in our numbers. I think it showed again tonight.
You really got to the line a lot in the second half there. How big is it for you guys to get to the free throw line like you did in the second half when the shots aren't falling like they were?
Well, it's very important for us to get to the line. We want to get to the line no matter what, because that's a sign of aggressiveness for us offensively. And so I thought our guys did a good job of getting into the bonus and then capitalizing when we got in there. Guys were knocking down free throws fairly consistently. And that's what we have to do. We have to make sure we balance our offense out between free throws, between threes, and between, finishes around the basket.
Towards the end of the first half, when you guys weren't scoring in the set position, it seems like the offense started to move in more of like a fast break offense and started to find open looks like that, and they carried that momentum into the second half. You want to speak on that?
Definitely. That's what I'm saying. We generate offense off our defense. Turning someone over 21 times takes a heck of an effort, at this level. And I thought our guys did a great job of working really hard, creating turnovers by getting steals, us getting out and running out in transition, getting easy baskets or open threes. And that's what we've been. That's our identity. We get after you defensively. We try to turn our defense into offense. And I thought we started doing that more in the second half and later in the first half as well.
So what kind of schedule do you guys have over the next week? Play next Friday night, get a few days off for Christmas, I take it?
Absolutely. Our guys are off now. And, want our guys to go home and spend time with their families, enjoy their families for holiday season. It's a great time of year, and they should enjoy it. If they get a chance to get into the gym, that would be great. But they don't need to go play any pickup games or anything of that nature. If they want to get free throws or get shots up or stay, get some conditioning runs in, that'll be fine. But the main thing is have fun, enjoy your families. When we come back, we'll reconvene, and we'll get after them pretty good and run the meals off of them.
Last question.
Last time you had the lights out first half, and then you had the tied second half against Maine. This time around, you had the close first half against FAMU, and then you got the separation in the second half. What do you think the team needs to do in order to string together a full 40 minutes?
We need to continue to do what we're doing. That'll happen for us in some games, because, as long as we're taking the right shots, as long as we're defending the way we're defending, that's going to come as guys start to get more comfortable in our system. Like I said, we're introducing new players almost every other day, it seems like. And so as we're introducing new players, they're being thrust into the rotation, and they're having to get comfortable. That means other guys are getting less minutes or no minutes in the rotation. So that's changing up everyone's role right now. And so when you're doing that, I expect us to go through what we're going through right now until guys all get comfortable in their roles again. And that just takes some time for guys to accomplish that. But we're working in the right direction. We have a really good, team. Guys, they really like each other, enjoy playing with each other. So I think that'll make getting our chemistry and continuity back faster. I think it'll make it easier for us.
We know you're always focused on the next game, but how is it to have conference play coming up, and are the players excited?
We haven't really talked about that, really, because as you just mentioned, all I'm thinking about is our next opponent, which is Bethune-Cookman. And I'm not looking I don't look past any opponent. I don't watch any games prior to the opponent we're playing. And so the game that I'll start studying over the holidays will be Bethune, and then we'll move forward from there because that's our next biggest opponent, because that's our next opponent.
Merry Christmas, Coach.
Hey, Merry Christmas, guys.
Take care.
Yeah, you too. All right, man. Do your thing.
Closer by the day.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'll bring those stats up soon.
All right, CJ, welcome back to the court. So just kind of what's this process been like? Unfortunately, you've kind of had to go through some injuries during your career here. Season's about to start. Unfortunately, you go down with an injury. So what was kind of your mindset, and what was the process like to get to tonight?
Well, it was a long process, of course, a process that I had to really trust and have faith in. But it wasn't easy. You know, I had to grind every day knowing that I wasn't even going to play for a whole season at one point. Last year I didn't play. This year I'm just getting back. So it's really just about staying positive. You know, not everybody's first couple games is the game they want, but, you know, the most important thing is I'm healthy now. Even right now after the game, my knee feel like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Before it'd be like swollen or something, but I'm just happy to be healthy and be back out there for real.
What did it mean to you to get up off that bench and step on the court for the first time this season?
Shoot, it felt great. I'm just excited to play with the guys that we got. I was real eager to play with them against other people because I've been playing against them every day in practice. And them the only guys I've been playing with. So just for me to play with them against opponent, it was really a plus for me.
How did it feel when you got that standing ovation when you came in the game?
Shoot, I felt good. Even before I went out there, I knew the fans was with me from day one. I got a lot of positive feedback, a lot of positive just reassurance after my injury. So I kind of knew it was coming when they said my name loud like that.
You were so excited about this season, knowing it's a historical year, obviously first year in the Big 12. So how big is it for you to know that you're back and healthy and you're going to be able to help your team, you know, when conference play starts here in a couple of weeks?
Super excited. I think this is all God's timing for real. Just with us being in the AAC last year, not really doing well, but then just getting a whole new team, bigger guys, you know what I'm saying? And being in this conference, just getting a crack at it is great. You know what I'm saying? Just the best conference that you can ask for.
You were searching for that first basket. They ended up going 0 for 6, but you ended up getting that free throw. What did it mean for you to kind of get to sink that first shot?
To see the ball going was great. Unfortunately, I didn't see it going again, but, you know, that's just a start. You know what I'm saying? I kind of knew I was going to hit the free throw line. I told myself before the game I'm going to get a couple free throws before I do anything.
Going into conference play with one more game left, of course, in the non-conference play, what can fans expect to see out of you? We haven't seen you for 10 games, so I want to remind fans what you can bring to the court.
I haven't seen me for a year and some change.
Yeah.
But no, it's super exciting just to know that, like, I could go out there and just go dunk and just go amp the crowd up. You know what I'm saying? Something that I was used to back in the day, and I slipped away from it, and that hurt. But just know I can go back out there again and excite the crowd is just great to me.
What's been your perspective from the bench of watching this team so far this year? I'm sure you're probably thinking if you could have been out there maybe in an Ole Miss game or something, maybe the result would have been different. But the team's done relatively well. What's kind of your perspective of how this team has done this year through the non-conference?
Like Coach said, we got a whole bunch of new guys, and it's about fitting which role you want to fit. You know, guys just getting their waivers, guys just, you know what I'm saying, just starting to play good. And it's just trusting the process and knowing that, like, you know, defense wins every game. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how you play every day against whoever you play, I feel like we got a really good defensive team this year.
Spoke about the free throw line. Ibrahim Diallo went 6 for 10 there tonight, along with getting 12 boards. What's it been like working with him over the course of the season? What do you think of his performance tonight?
That's probably the most dominant big I've played with. Just in the summertime, just seeing that every time I pretty much put the ball down there, something good happens, whether it's a foul or and one. It takes a lot of weight off your shoulders. You don't have to go down there and do a lot. You know me, I'm I'm always the second biggest guy on the court when I'm on the court. So at that role, I had to kind of finish a lot around the rim, but I could kind of stay around the perimeter and work on my perimeter game knowing that he's down there. It takes a lot of weight off my shoulders.
Coach Dawkins has always given off the idea of pressure, speed, intensity. How well do you feel like you fit into the system this year?
That's always been Coach. You know, he gets after us every day in practice to the point where it's just a habit to us now. You know, defense, playing hard on defense and running the floor on offense, getting the other team tired. You know, that's just Coach. That's just Coach for you.
You kind of touched on it a moment ago, but how much are you looking forward now to? You got one more non-conference game, then after that you go on the road. You're at Kansas State. You come home, you host Kansas. How exciting is that going to be for you, especially in your last year here, getting to play teams like that?
Super exciting. My thing right now is try not to get too excited, be poised. You know what I'm saying? Let everything come to me. Because with the basketball player I am, I believe if I just let it come to me, it'll all happen. And it's going to be super exciting to go play against Kansas. I'm glad I got my feet wet, you know what I'm saying, just now and next game. So, yeah.
Last one.
You've been watching it on the bench. You experienced playing it tonight. What do you think this team needs to do in order to stretch a full 40-minute game?
Just trusting our defense. That's it. With the guys we got, long and athletic. Even today, like, shots didn't fall for us, and you never know what kind of game you're about to have before the game. But if you play hard on defense, it pretty much figures itself out.
Awesome. Welcome back. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, CJ.
Merry Christmas, CJ.
Thanks, guys.